stream is running. Hello, everybody. It's been a while, but, new dad life. BrotherLeb's got new employment opportunities. Just life is getting more complicated for us, so it makes doing these harder to do. And since it's just our hobby, that's what's going on. We'll see how that adjusts over the course of the year and our lives, but for the moment, it'll be a little sparse, but we still enjoy doing it, so we're hopping on, and let's get started with a briefing. Hello, pilots. It is January 19th, 2026 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We are doing a show at Bassel al-Assad Field, Friday show. BrotherLeb, let's start with the weather briefing.
Yeah, thanks, Chariot. So, weather briefing, or rather, weather today at Bassel al-Assad is, let's see, we got winds are variable, 5 knots, gusting 15. It's clear and visibility okay. The temperature is 5 Celsius, dew point is -8, and the altimeter is 3015. There's no significant precipitation, and the sky is clear.
So dry as hell. Dew point -8. Jeepers. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be a high show. BrotherLeb, you want to talk us through taxi?
Yeah, so we're spotted on kind of in front of the main terminal area, and we are on the right side of the formation, pointed away from the runways. So it'll be a right turn out of chocks with a, let's see, we're going to stay on 17 right, I think. So we'll go right turn out of chocks, down the ramp to Bravo 1. So there'll be you'll see a turboprop on your right before we turn, and then we will turn and line up and wait 17, unless you want to hold short 17, I suppose. But it should just be a right turn, right turn.
I think, don't we back taxi 17?
Which direction do you want to take off, I guess is the question.
I want to take off north.
Oh, so you want to take off 35, which actually is better for the winds. Yeah, 35 left. Okay, so in that case, I recommend left turn out of chocks, left on, what taxiway is that? It's not marked. That's annoying. I think that's Echo, maybe. But anyhow, left turn and then back taxi, 35 left, line up and wait 35 left.
Copy that. Back taxi 35 left, line up and wait 35 left. So, alright, yeah, so it's going to be a right turn onto 35 left?
No,
right? Because if we're taking
right
off
turn,
north?
yeah, it should be right turn, yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, we will do a no flap lower go takeoff maneuver, followed by opposing knife edge, followed by the show as briefed. As far as problematic things throughout the show, I'm going to make a game day decision on the vertical pitch altitude. So just listen for my call there, because I haven't had time to do a scouting flight here. As far as opposing MRT, should be fine to do standard 500 feet ingress for that one. I can't think of anything that would be variable at this particular show site. Just a reminder that the left pitch break to land is going to be, it'll be a right turn out of the Delta breakout for a left pitch break to land runway 17 right. We will overfly 17 right for the breakout.
Alright, so we're going to do breakout 17 right, right turn. Alright, roger.
And then it'll be covered wagon back taxi to the taxiway that we exited on, the unmarked taxiway. We'll go well clear on the unmarked taxiway for individual left 90s into chocks.
Yeah.
Or rather, as the Blues would put it, well clear on the left turn into parking for individual left 90s into chocks.
Cool. My notes would be that fly smart and fly safe on the inverted tuckover and the section alpha due to turbulence, and we should be good for doing Boss 150 on the loop right cross.
All right. If you decide otherwise, just call it and we'll do it. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're 150 unless specified. All right. Any other notes before we get started?
I don't believe so. I think we can get going.
All right. Chariot switching inputs.
Same.
Check, check, 1, 2. BrotherLeb, you got me? Check, check, check. Cool. Right. Watch the sim. So we're gonna get the
Chariot out copy.
Lima Charlie.
Great.
Thanks for being the pioneer with all the tech problems recently.
Yeah, I'd rather not be the guinea pig, but I'm glad it was helpful.
I've been the guinea pig a couple times in the past too, so sharing the load, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
When we're done, I'll try and remind you, but if you could send me how to fix the authorization issue for heat blur modules, the F4 has now fallen afoul of it as well.
The F4, interesting. I do not have that problem. But yeah, I will. I just essentially make an exception for it in the virus scanner for the directory that is giving you trouble.
All right.
So basically, I have the entire DCS directory as an exception, and then if there's a specific module giving me trouble, I will specify more particularly. And the F4 has its own like directory that isn't in the DCS files that you might need to include.
Yeah. Okay. I keep forgetting to clean this lens. My left lens has a smudge. Well, both lenses actually do. But once I get in, it becomes not relevant. Let me know when the server's up and I'll hop in.
Will do.
I need to clear those FXO and meta shaders. I think it's putting some extra strain on the GPU. Also, I should probably update my GPU drivers. I don't know when the last time I did that was.
Do some research about them, because every once in a while one of them really screws things up.
I mean, I haven't DDU'd for like years, so if I bork, then that DDU is due at this point.
Yeah. There we go. Multiplayer. one.
You really need to update these screenshots for the F-18.
Yeah, I have
Been
my
a
own,
while.
so.
It's been since launch that they've.
The server should be up.
All right. Connect by iPizzle. Loading in.
Okay. My name is going to be really wacky, but that's fine. Oh no, it's not too bad.
Woof. Haven't loaded Siri in a while.
Tell you what, running a server on your own computer makes this real smooth.
I know the feeling, man. Running a stream on your own computer is also extremely smooth. And we don't even have any units in it.
Well, I was being sarcastic. My performance is quite smooth at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. My performance is actually pretty good right now, considering I'm streaming.
This airport is
all right.
currently run by the Russian military, and all runways are closed by NOTAM.
Well, we're gonna break that
the
rule.
airport's closed.
All right, Leb. I'm send ready to roll.
All right, pause. Get 3, 2, 1. There we go.
All right. Sound again.
Oh yeah, let me double check.
I keep forgetting to do that.
Nope, that should be fine.
Mirror. Volume 100 helmet. 70 main out to Oculus. And hook the Moza, because I still have to do that. Okay. What's that? I got both of us on stream and on audio. Good. Okay. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's too far. I lean a little bit to the right so that the stream can see more. All right. Advise when ready for startup.
Ready for start.
Battery on. APU on. Standby canopy. Flip. 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby. Right your crank.
Pull up.
Right your crank. 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby. Right your forward. And 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby. FCS. Sorry. Standby left engine crank. Uh-oh. I don't have the knee board.
Oh boy.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
What?
We haven't gone very far, and all you need to do is hop out of the server, put it in there, and hop back in. You need to restart.
I'm doing it. Yeah. Not even the server.
Cool.
I just need to hop out of the jet. Go ahead and do your thing. And I'll be back in a sec. Kneeboard. New tab. Blue stuff. F-18. Bassel. Let's see. Syria. Bassel all Assad PDF is not what I need. PNG is what I need. Okay, paste. Rename with Echo. Hop into a jet. Look for nozzle. Alright, I got it. Still got me then?
Yep, I'm clear.
Alright.
Roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls.
Oh boy.
One thing to double check with the graphics drivers is I think there's a new DLSS
Yeah, I
version available with NVIDIA, and I've heard mixed things about performance.
Uh-huh. FCS go, set stabs. Check your stabs.
Ah, good call.
I boot up this jet the same way every time. I don't miss a step. I am prone to missing steps.
Oh, no.
Chariot's IFA is holding.
Mozo is not working.
Hooking or working?
No, the software is.
You recommended a right turn out of Chalks, am I correct?
Negative. If we want to go to
Right,
runway
negative.
17, we should go left.
Okay.
Ah, son of a bee. The Mosa's not hooking.
Like at all?
No. At least not to DCS, it's not. Ah, this is so annoying. I think I'm going to have to restart this sim to get it to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that I can do.
Alright.
And better to do it sooner than later. Hop out. I'm out. Sorry. I don't know why it did that. That's flippin' annoying.
So is it not detecting DCS?
Oh my gosh. Windows, and I noticed it because I had it like auto minimized, you know, like it does.
Yeah.
And then it here, let me try starting a new server and see if it'll hook this way. And it stopped responding, so I restarted the software, but then it wouldn't hook after that.
It might not with the new server either.
Yeah, but it's
think-
pretty quick to do that.
Okay.
I'm already in, so let me just look real quick. Boop. Should know very rapidly. Yeah, it didn't. Okay, cool. I'm gonna restart the whole game.
Yep. Boy,
technical difficulties. I hate this. Okay.
Nothing like having problems all the time. Welcome to DCS and VR. Both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a miracle that this works ever.
Yep.
Dude. Oh, wait, never mind. That's the. I was thinking that they'd borked the integrity check for the VR hangar, but no, it's the bandit weather mod. What?
It's just taking a long time to load. There we go. All right. I'm going to get in there, see if the Moza hooked, and then pause it and let you know.
If you pause it, you'll unhook. Just keep that in mind.
You're right.
Just don't pause it, it's
I
fine.
don't want to get you. Yeah, okay.
The reason we did the pause was for replay anyway. So like when I
Right.
join, it's fine.
Okay. Get in there.
Just like we did back in the old days.
Okay. All right, the Moza seems to have hooked again, so hopefully
right.
the preset's not a complete nightmare, and we should be good to go. Check the old switches.
Loading
Yeah.
in.
Woof.
Fortunately, Syria's still in RAM, so. Alright. Time for the third time tonight.
It's like this every damn time.
Feels
so
like it.
rarely do I load up DCS and I don't have to do a bunch of troubleshooting for the first 20 minutes.
Turn off that. I need to grab Moza again. The server's unpaused, right?
Yep.
Alright. That. Give me a minute to set my switches for the third time. Start clearing your head.
Mm-hmm.
Advise ready for startup.
Hold one. All right, ready for start.
Battery on. APU on. Standby canopy. Lab. 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby right and cut. And 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby right and forward.
Lab.
And 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby left under crank.
Lab.
Gonna be a little delayed.
It's okay.
Left touch and crank. And 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby left and forward.
All right, engine didn't crank, so I'll be behind you.
Roll left, roll left.
It's
3,
cranking.
2, 1, mark. Standby.
Flight controls.
FCS.
Flight controls.
All right, go for FCS.
FCS in 3, 2, 1, mark. And test.
And test.
Chariot's FCS is go.
Lab FCS, go.
Stab reset in 3, 2, 1, mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. Stabs down 3, 2, 1, mark. stabs down 2.
What? Oh yeah, definitely hooked this time. Dude, those winds up higher are nasty. Look at that con. I don't have the same con you do, I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of nuts. I used real winds, and the winds at 27,000 feet were 98 knots. But up at only 6,000 feet, they're not that high. They're like
Okay, what direction?
They're at 26,000 feet.
Okay.
The winds at 6,000 feet are 18 knots. And there is a little bit of wind shear, though. It's 180.
Chariot's IFA is holding.
IFA holding.
Chariot's up tree com 1.
Up tree com 1.
Chariot's up 16 com 2.
What up, 16 com?
Discord check.
Good.
Takeoff checks.
What?
Check your smoke push run. Check your trim set. Check your heading. My heading 264. Check your altimeter set. Tree 0, tree 4 for a corrected center point elevation of 0 feet. Check your burrowing 0. Check your FCS 12, 30, 30, 30 down 2. Check your fuel. See down lights out.
Double check barrel out setting.
I got tree 004.
Roger. Tree 0, 0.
Check your smoke push run. Smoke on. Smoke off.
Good. Good afternoon, Chariot. Updated winds are
Tree 045.
320 for 5, but gusting 15. It's actually variable, but there's no way to do that in DCS, so it's basically northerly 320. Check your altimeter set 30 or 29. Correction. Check your altimeter set 3015 for a corrected altimeter 3004 for a corrected center point elevation of 0 feet. Chariot, squawk 1205, Leb squawk 1206, you're cleared left out of chocks. It's going to be rough. Right on 35 left, back taxi, line up and away, 35.
Thanks, Leb. Cleared to taxi, back taxi, tree 5 left, line up and wait, tree 5 left.
What?
Solos, we're cleared to taxi. Check your parking brakes off. Cheers, bring up to 75% off brakes now. We're coming left, going to a trail. Trace using power to 70. Alright. We're coming left. Coming back, right going.
Apparently this is out.
Good to know. Stand by cover wagon.
What?
Ready, split. Reference 25 knot cover wagon. Chariot, tree 004 set, 0 feet barrel out.
Left 3040 feet, bear up.
Stand by the flaps, flaps. Check a flaps half, pumps on. Chariots flaps up, 321, 2 degrees down, bear up.
Left flaps, half pumps on. 2 degrees down, bear up.
Always getting that ahead of me. I see reference 25 knots and the man never listens. See when he figures it out. Solo switching at com 1. Chariots up at com 1.
Little bait, comp.
BrotherLeb detach.
Left is clear.
Little brakes. Easy brakes. Off. Brakes. Now. Coming right for lineup. Okay. Little brakes, easy brakes, little brakes, brakes. Solos, we're clear for takeoff. Update winds are tree 1045, gusting 15. That is a left headwind on takeoff. Check a brake is off maneuver, our section takeoff maneuver.
Left.
Check brake is off. Let's roll up.
Brakes off now. Blowers ready now. Blowers ready now.
See ya. Cheers, man.
Ready. Wings level, smoke on, blowers ready now. Smoke.
Cheers here, 1.8.
Look clear 1. Be advised, kneeboard's way up.
Copy that. Probably should have checked that when we were on the ground. Oh well, it's life.
And 4 miles.
I'm an energy beam.
A beam.
There, take a mark.
Take it.
Stand by, markets. 33, chariots in for the right knife edge.
Was it right knife edge? 10 seconds. Mark point 2 ahead, 40.
Ground speeds left.
Left. 3 miles. Mark 39. Miles, Mark 400.
Oh. Smoke on. Contact smoke off. Ready, hit. Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Roll. Seriously, I'm clearing in front of the craft. Opposing inverted rolls. 1.7 mark.
1 point.
That turbulence.
I'm feeling the texture.
Yeah, it's nasty.
3 miles more. And 4 miles.
Luminary beam. There, check mark.
Take.
Stand by, mark it. 5. Chariots in for the left inverted.
Then left horizontal. Inverted. 4. 10 seconds. Mark 330. Miles. Mark 3. Miles mark.
Ready, hit it. Smoke on.
All right, all right.
Kind of look good. A little drive. Ready, hit it.
All right.
Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Seriously, and clear him out of the crowd for the Fortis. All of Tuck's coming down. 360. Ease and lots of power. 350. 330. 320. Ease in the pull. Rolling out 180. 305. Adding power. Souls him out of the crowd. Setting up the Fortis. Check my lights on.
Got you.
Adding a little power. Stay well loose.
Overshoot.
Ease and a little power. We're coming left. Coming for left comes the pull. A little more pull. Stand by the gear. Adding power. We're at the 90 for the Fortis. Gear down, hook down, flap up, boards up.
Let's get our hook down, flats up.
Ease and simple. A little pull. Go for left, a little more pull. Ease and the pull. Rolling out. The Fortis, easing some power. Try to start rolling in.
Clear.
Online. 300 high. Sorry, 100 high.
Left.
I'm trying. Adding power. Center point. Trace push down. Rolling out.
Clear.
Coming back left. Set. Stand by the gear. Hook. BrotherLeb, knock it off. Seriously, I'm clearing out the crowd for the MRT. Estate 88.
Left, state 8.
This is nuts.
Yeah, this is very.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried that it'd be like this, but you know, the challenge is fun.
It does feel like actual flying, though, I'll say that.
Chariot circling 5 miles for the MRT. And chariot turning 5 miles MRT. Oh yeah, baby. This is what we do this for. 4 miles, Mark 360. It's hard to tell sometimes. 3 miles, Mark 355. Two miles, Mark 350. 1.5 miles MRT. 1 mile, Mark 350. Burners now. Ready, hit it. Good entry.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Ease on the pull. Comes the pull. Pull it. Kick it. Chariot's pushing out. Leveling out 1,000. Coming right. Comes the pull. For 270. We're easing the ball and rolling out. Smoke on. Smoke off. Easing a little power, 335.
Contact.
360. 380, easing power, souls on the ground, setting up the section, the opposing MRT.
Disney.
Easing more power. We're coming right. Comes the pull. Looking for 90. He's on the pull. Rolling out the opposing MRT. Adding lots of power. A little pull to level-ish. Smoke on the fleet.
A little slow, add a little power. And power.
Oh my gosh. Smoke off.
10-10.
Ready, hit it. Smoke
All
on.
right, all right.
380 mark.
9.
Numbers.
Up. Cut.
Looking for start on that. This is insane. Oh, shit. Merge. Stand by, roll. Pull to 40. Stand by, roll. 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 Chariot clear and clearing in front of the crowd for the opposing horizontal rolls. 2.5 mark.
Match.
I could not fly straight level with you.
Yeah.
It was not possible.
I mean, we're getting gusts, but they're very consistent. All right, ready? 4 miles.
Limited beam.
A beam.
There, take mark.
Take.
Stand by, mark it. 11, chariots in for the left horizontals.
Lebs in left horizontal roll. 10 seconds. Mark point 2 ahead. 3
On time.
3 miles. Mark 392. Miles. Mark 404.
Gosh. Smoke on.
Contact.
Contact. A little pull. Ready, hit it. Burners. Pull. 80. Stand by, roll. Burners. Pull. He's in the pull. Rolling out 7-6.
What was 8? Fuck.
Charge clear and clear mount the code for the sneak 2 vertical rolls, state 7-1.
Left state 7-3.
Charge circling 5 miles for the sneak 2 vertical rolls. And charge turn 5 miles, sneak 2 vertical rolls. Four miles, 1.75, working on angle.
Go ahead, do what you...
3 miles, 1.82. 2 miles, 1.87. 1 mile, mark .90 full burn. Cheers, 9.6.
Ready.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Stand by.
Shoot.
10,000 clouds, no factor.
Close factor, high show clears.
High show.
Turn circling 3.5 for the solo loop.
Look here, 12.
Turn turn at 3.5 solo loop. Wings level smoke on. Up we go. A little more pull, adding power, adding more power. Wind shear at 2.2. Vertical 5.5, easing power, easing more power, a little ease. Comes the pull. A little more pull. Ease the pull. Go. I'm a singer. Adding. -2 on the headings, adding a little more. Smoke off. Chariot to dash. Chariot to dash, boss. Another beam.
Beam.
Atlantic mark.
Dig it.
Stand by, mark it. 6. Chariot in for the left, the right 4 point.
Left and right, 4 point. 10 seconds. Mark. On time, 3. 3 miles. Mark 430 break. 2 miles. Mark 400.
Smoke on. Ready, hit it. 1, 2,
Roll right, roll right.
3, 4. Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Roll. Chariots and clearing in for the crowd for the opposing vertical pitch. 120, mark.
Matt.
This is nuts.
Yeah, this is challenging.
Just wait till the delta roll.
I know, right? And 4 miles.
11 me.
Me.
There, take a mark.
Take it.
Stand by, mark it. 41, Chariots in for the left vertical pitch.
Little pitch.
100 though.
100. 10 seconds mark on time 370.
Nice.
3 miles. Mark 400.
Nice.
Miles. Mark 4.
Roll behind. Hold on.
Contact.
Contact. Add it up. Ready, hit it. 1 right. 60. Stand by, roll, and pull. Power's idle. 45, 40, 35, 30. Horizon. Now 8-3.
Badge. Contact.
I'm a little low. 1.5, mark 450.
Match.
1 mile, mark 440.
Match.
Half mile, mark 420. A little pull. Ready, hit it.
Roll left, roll left.
Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Chase clear and clear them out the crowd for the inverted. I can roll.
What's coming left? 39.
Contact.
380. 370. 365. 360. 350. There's 350. Rolling out.
You got 2 left.
Souls behind the crowd, setting up the invert. I can roll. We're gonna come right.
Chariot.
Rolling out. Adding power.
You're
We're
not
coming back left. Coming further left comes the pole. Fly safe. A little further left, a little more pole. So the 90 for the invert.
Chariot.
Pole.
Chariot.
Ease in the pole. Rolling out. The inverted tug of a roll. Little pole. Ready.
Smoke out.
Little hop. Adding power. A little drive. Ready. Clear.
Smoke off. Stand by, roll. Pull to 10 degrees. Stand by, roll. Rolling out. Coming left.
In.
Contact.
Rolling out. Coming left. 350. 360. 370. 380. Is in the pole. Rolling out.
You got too low.
What? Souls behind the crowd setting up the section out.
Sure.
Careful with this one. This could be a party.
Chariot.
Little drive to level. We're coming left. Going for left ease and lots of power. Comes the pole. Stand by the boards.
Oh boy.
A little more pole.
Yes, please.
Souls at the 97 of the section high out.
Chariot.
Fly, Chariot.
Repeat.
We're a little high. Rolling out some bank. Rolling out a little more bank. And we're rolling out. Stand by the boards. $170, little pull. 165. 160. 155. 145. 135, pulling in the set. Adding power. Lots of power. We're flying a little more power. Smoke.
Just set it, boy. Just set it. This is nuts.
A little more power.
At least we're over the field. That's nice.
Knock it off, knock it off, knock it off.
Try to sweep it off.
Left.
Cheers, sir. Breaking left. 280.
Cut.
300. 320. 340. Confer to left a little more pull. 360 ease and power. Ease and the pull. Rolling out. So the God, send up the Wonder. 370 ease and more power.
Left, teacher.
Chariot. We're in a little close.
Left.
Adding a little power. We're coming left. Coming for the left comes the pole. Left-hand turn for the water.
Left.
Adding power, ease, and some pull. And rolling out. The Wonder. Ease and a little power. Smoke on. Ease and more power. 1 mile mark. Half-mile mark. Ready, hit it! Smoke off. Stand by, roll, and pull. Ease in the pull. Rolling out. Easing power. 360, ease more power. 370, ease more power. 365. Tells Ground, send up the Delta Roll, Chariot 4-2.
Left 4-7.
Chariot's adding a little power. Keep it well loose, we're coming left. Coming for left, a little on the left-hand turn for the Delta Roll.
Lab.
Hold on a little back. A little more pull. Ease in the pull. And roll it out. The Delta Roll, smoke on. Adding power. And up. We go a little more pull. Okay. Rolling out. Ease in the pull, and we're coming back left. A little pull. Was left-hand turn for the Delta Flame.
Left.
Swap off. Coming for left. Easing some pull. Easing power. Easing more power. A little pull. Roll it out. Ease in the pull. Coming out back right. Ease in the pull to level. Roll it out. Up we go. A little more pull. Smoke on. Roll break. Smoke off. Stand by, roll. And pull. Contact.
Let's roll.
Chariot's rolling out. Behind you, right wing, coming right. 3-4. 3-4, adding power, coming further right. Comes that pull.
Good.
Smoke on. Ease in the pull. Ease in more pull and roll it out. Up we go. A little more pull. Okay. Set. Okay. Set. Smoke off. Go get him.
Let's go 25, 39.
Contact.
Through 400. Coming right 410. A little further right comes the pole 410. A little more pole 4. 430. A little further right. 435.
You got too low.
Easing out a little pull left. Delta right hand turn for the loop break cross boss. 1.
Turn 300.
Easing the pull, rolling out. Easing some power. Hold the roll there. Rolling all the way out. The Delta's in for the loop break cross. We're 100 or 500 low and inboard. And up we go a little more pulse. Vertical 5-0.
Better try.
Comes the pull. Ready, split. Point 2 left.
Okay, 143.
Smoke. 0.5 mark. 350. 1 mile mark. 37. 1.5 mark. 400. 2 miles mark. 404. 2.5 mark.
Ground speeds.
Left 3 miles mark. Up we go. 4G mark. Vertical 47. 8 out. Horizon now 7.6 powers. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, rolling it. Here's D. 3 miles. And leveling out, boss, 150. 2.5 mark, 390. 2 miles mark, 4. 1.5 mark, 390. 1 mile mark, 390. Half mile mark, 402. Smoke. Click.
Sure, sir.
Come left, 400. 390. 370. 360.
Contact.
350. Hold through. He's in the pole. Rolling out. 350. We're coming back left. For the left comes the pole. Delta's in the left-hand turn for the Delta breakout. It'll be right turn.
You got 6 miles.
Boss, stay loose.
You think?
Ease and some power. Little further left.
Oh!
Little pole. Smoke comp. Ease in the pole. Rolling out.
Yeah.
Little
Gosh, this is crazy.
Easing lots of power. We're high. We're gonna live with it. Easing more power. Ready, split. Set. Smoke. Clear.
Turn clear. 258, 280 at 1500.
Contact.
310, ease and power. 315 coming right. A little pull, ease and power to hold 330. Ease and more power. 330. Delta's in a right-hand turn for the Delta. Left pitch a brake line.
Left behind. 6.
Pause. Keep it nice and loose.
Left.
North of 90 or for the Delta. Left pitch a brake line. Smoke. A little pull. Adding power.
Clear.
Ease and some. Further right. Oh my god. Ease in the pull. Rolling out. You have to come back right. Ease and power. Coming back right. A little pull. Adding power. Ease in the pull. Rolling out. The left pitch brake land.
Left.
10 fast. Center point. Boss, bring it.
Left.
Ease in the pull. Rolling out 030.
Let's roll out 0.
Smoke off. Gear flaps. Trace coming left. Gear flaps. Trace gear down. Flaps down. Hook up. Boards up.
Gear down, flaps. Down, hook up.
250 lap. 230 lap. Trace at the 90. Updated winds are 310 for 5, gusting 15. Check on 3 in the green. Stackers left.
Left 3 in the green second.
220 lap. Oh. 200 lap. 180 lap. 160 lap. 140 all the way lap, working angle.
180. 160. 140 all the way.
Cheers, okay? Somehow.
What's up?
At some point during that show, my tracking adjusted, and I'm like sitting very low in my seat.
Oh, no.
Couldn't see the turn markers.
Okay, Chariot.
Chariot landing checks.
Left.
Check your smoke pressure off. Check your tabs. Check flaps out. Check line lights off. Reset your trim and safe receipt.
Left.
We'll go well clear on Alpha for individual left 90s and his jobs.
Left.
Check brake work is off. Chariot's powering up to 73%. Off. Brakes now. Stand by, cover wagon.
Lab.
Chariots, coming right. QB2 on the right wing.
2G.
Thanks, Lab. Nice flight.
Yeah, we survived.
I think that's all we can ask for.
Yeah. Soldier and boss.
Stand by, cover wagon.
Okay.
Ready, split. Reference 25 knot for cover wagon.
Lab. Consider taxiway Bravo rather than Alpha so we can come line and trail.
Yeah, let's do it. Back taxi, Bravo. Well clear on Bravo for individual phase. Right 90s and shocks.
Left Bravo, right 90s from Chucks.
Dude,
Really difficult.
that was some of the hardest flying I think I've ever done.
They're just like consistent fluctuations of about 15 knots.
Yeah. Also, they weren't consistent between the two of us.
No, I think it's client side.
Yeah. So,
But it would affect the way your jet moved. Like, when you would get these little gusty things, you'd roll different directions when I was flying form on you.
I know. What I'm saying is I think that we should keep it to under a knot.
Okay.
Or, like, I don't know, we gotta find a balance that works.
I will say that, like, individually speaking, it feels like that those kind of conditions do in real life, except for the fact that they're not usually, like, constant like that.
Yeah.
But that some of the, like, sudden attitude shifts, that totally happens.
Oh, totally.
Maybe not, I don't know how it affects a jet this big, but
Yeah, but, like, both of us dealt with a couple of impacts there. Little brakes. Easy
Fuel
brakes.
low. Fuel
Off
low.
brakes now. We're coming left go to and trail.
left.
Coming for the left. Little brakes. Easy brakes. Off brakes now. By 6. Coming right for parking. Okay. Little brakes, 10 feet. Little brakes. Brakes. Stand by, canopy and engines.
Run.
In 3, 2, 1, mark. And that's the show.
Lab.
Okay. Chair's coming up from overhead.
Whew.
Oh my goodness, dude. That was a party.
Gracious.
I have never in my life. That was nuts.
That was
Hey,
indeed
I will
nuts.
say, it really is just Marianas. Your stream is pretty smooth.
Huh. Interesting.
Like, for real.
Alright, well. Now you know.
Yep. Oh, dude, and it looks good. It's so cool to see when it's smooth, dude. I just watched the Wander. Looked real good from inside the cockpit.
Alright, good.
We can look at it later. Let's do some debriefing. That was a show at Bassel Al Assad for the first time in like probably a couple years, which was nice. Oh, my jets are under the ground and now they're not great. Okay, fixed. Major safeties. Let me count the ways.
I know. So many.
I think my only major, like super major safety was that moment that you commented on in the loop break cross. Everything else was just patently dangerous the whole time.
Yeah. So there was one in the inverted tuckover roll where I should have called knock it off and cleared behind the crowd because you got under my nose after we rolled out, and I couldn't see you, and I just trusted that you weren't where we were gonna hit each other, but I didn't know that, and I should have done something about it. And then there was another one. Oh yeah, for the section high alpha, I knocked it off because I probably shouldn't even. Like once we were getting into the high alpha flight regime, I could already tell that it was just like too inconsistent to fly like smoothly or safely, and I should have just called a flat pass.
All right.
I'll fix my safety. Glad to be here.
Same. Let me start my virtual camera rolling for you. Alright, let's debrief this thing. Taxi was uneventful, though it was extremely long. I'll probably up the taxi speed to 35 knots, just to reduce the time spent taxiing. Section takeoff maneuver was uneventful, except for the fact that I forgot how to do this, because I haven't done it in like a couple months. So I didn't pull up to the right amount, and just was going too fast for the maneuver to look any good, so I just spent forever on the 90. Yeah, that's a D. I'll fix it for next time. Glad to be here.
Yep. This is actually pretty good until I pulled for the sky because of the fluctuations in power, and I eased too much pull, so I was very high. Usually aiming for like 25 to 3,500. That was 4,500, so knocked down to a C. Other than that, not a huge deal.
All right, knife edge.
I was climbing the whole time too. That was bad.
Knife edge. Yeah, this is when the party started. But all in all, aside from being like 2 to 3 left, this maneuver was fine. No real notes. What, like, I guess probably a C again, because a C because it was 2 left, so that's on me. I'll fix it for next time. Glad to be here.
My inbounds weren't great. It took me a while to get into some sort of consistency with them, and this was not good, so this will be a C as well. The maneuver inside the box is fine. No further notes.
Inverted to inverted. This was one of my flatter inversions in a while. So I was really happy with that, but my goodness, the texture made it so hard to maintain altitude, inverted. So we ended up climbing a lot more than I anticipated, but you adjusted well to that. So proud of us for that. Rolls were timed right over center point. Clear was good. I don't know, man. I'm gonna give that one a B.
Yeah, again, inbounds not the best, but the maneuver inside the box is good. And like you said, I was making adjustments. I could see you. I was thinking about line up. So this is probably B minus with those inbounds.
That's a good safe lineup, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, we did good. All right. Fortis. Oh boy. Turn-in was fine. Just had to make a couple of adjustments, right, to line up for the runway, but the tailwind was something else from the other direction. Like the headwind was something else that felt really weird and gusty. The roll to inverted, the jet just climbed like a lot, and then it was so hard to keep that thing straight and level. Like I was all over the place just trying to keep it alive, as you could see. But once I got locked in right over the runway, like, you know, I was in a pretty good spot, and then clears were fine. Couldn't find my hook switch, so that took a little bit. And then, yeah, I'm gonna give myself a B minus.
Yeah, I wasn't flying great form around the corner, didn't hide the jet well. I never got quite fully abeam with you in the entire maneuver, so it's going to look like I'm pretty far behind, I think, from the crowd, which is a bummer. And then the clear was weird. I was like weirdly distant and at a different angle than you. And so overall, this is a C.
Alright, MRT. I didn't know what the conditions were going to do to the parameters on this one, but this was actually great. This was bang on the numbers pretty much for the entire maneuver. But given the tailwind, I didn't get to hang out on the upslope as much as I wanted to. As you can see, it's got blown quite a bit outbound, so that was very odd. But all in all, like, as far as my performance in the box, it was pretty good. I'm going to give myself a B for that one.
Yep, I was just really late. C. No further notes.
Closing RT. Lineup was good. On altitude, on speed, and then just trying to fly, level with each other was nearly impossible. I had a big gust that just pitched me into a very weird realm. Let's see whether we see it here. Yeah, there it is. And I get into a little bit of oscillation. But honestly, I did better than I thought I would. I was a little late on the pitch and yug for this, so our rolls are not matched. And I crossed nose low, so that's a safety. I'll fix it for next time. Glad to be here. The rest of the maneuver... Look how wide my turn is. We're at the same speeds, but like... I don't know why I'm out there. Like, I'm pulling the same G that you are. So, I have questions.
Yeah, because the wind should be coming from the north.
Right? I have no idea what's happening. But, like, I was at 4G, 380 the whole way around the corner. So, and so were you. I saw you. I looked at your numbers. So, I mean, honestly, it's a miracle we only hit 2 left. I was in burner, and you were probably in idle. So
I was pretty slow, and then I went 1 can up the hill, so I wasn't too slow for the clear, which actually worked.
And then my clears were fine. Well, actually, it was kind of trash. This whole thing was trash, but there was a safety earlier on, so that's an F. Fix my safety glove here.
Yeah, turn around the corner, I just stayed loose. Coming up a beam, I got some PIO as well because of the texture. And I don't feel like it was like the attitude of the jet would get unsettled, so
Yep.
you couldn't really ride the bumps exactly.
No.
Like you had to make some adjustments, but you couldn't react in the moment. You kind of had to let it do what it was going to do and then fix wherever it left you, which was frustrating. I was a little nose low on the roll, on the pull. I was a little fast for the first like 45 degrees and then settled into the right speed. I could tell from the 180 that I was early. So I was pulling a lot of power to try and get back down to, yeah. But I was also kind of keeping an eye on it. It's like I can't get too slow. But I think I just cracked 330 knots right as we crossed before I brought power back into the single can for the clear. And then the clear actually wasn't too bad. So overall, this is probably another C. I think I made some smart choices to like salvage it, but overall there were some problems. I don't know.
Okay, horizontal rolls. My lineup for this was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. This one felt very uneventful. Just kind of a solid, like, B pass the whole way. I don't really have any notes for it.
Yep. You're getting a little quiet. I wonder if your mic.
I fixed it. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Inbounds again. I was a little. I think I didn't judge altitude very well, so I was a little nose high for that. And I had a little bit of pull in the roll too, so that wasn't ideal. And then I was very like unstable on the rollout. You should see it before we pulled up. And then uphill was fine. My bank angle for the 90-degree roll behind crowd was way off, so my pull, and then I was also really fast. I think I don't know, I'm not exactly sure, but I had quite a bit of altitude compared to you. So overall, C. Maybe even C minus, actually. That was kind of gross. This maneuver usually is great, and it was pretty bad.
Sneak to work rolls. Run the sneak. Okay, here's the thing. I don't think the turbulence is calculated correctly, because the faster we went, the crazier it got. And maybe that's how it's supposed to work, but like, burning 0.96 at 50 feet was terrifying. Like, it was rough, dude. But yeah,
I mean, turbulence does get worse at a higher airspeed, so
that's fair. Yeah, made the hit work. Rolls were pretty terrible. Just because I was a little flustered. But that being said, like, this is just probably a B minus.
yeah. I think I was nervous because I was so late for the MRT, so I was early on this one. Just like barely gave you enough time to clear the box before I was on top of it. I don't think I pulled. What's my pitch heading up the hill? Yeah, I was a little shallow in the pull into the top, but the roll was pretty consistent, and I did pull behind crowd, so B minus.
Nice. I had a huge. One thing to note is on the solo loop, I had a gigantic wind shear moment at about 2200 that like genuinely shook the aircraft. Like big, like boom, like high altitude turbulence feel, which was kind of weird.
Huh.
Anyway, moving on from that, the 4-point. I aside from like inbound speeds, which I was super early on 4 miles and was able to make it up. The rest of it felt pretty good. And then, yeah, the 4 points were good. Well, a little slow to the inverted, and then the clear. For some reason, I was angled quite a bit towards crowd after the rollout, and so I pulled it all the way to the normal heading because I knew that my angle was going to be off to the crowd. But yeah, the rest of the maneuver was fine. I'm going to give myself a C.
Yeah, the inbound speeds were all over the freaking place. Like, I think my 4 mile call was at 330, and my 3 mile call was at 430.
Uh-huh.
But once we were in the box, the maneuver was good. The clear was pretty solid. I feel like the rolls were kind of like I snap rolled the first two a little too quick because I would the turbulence, but it looks like we did it at about the same speed. Yeah, I'm just a little fast on the second half of that, but yeah, this is just me.
Vertical pitch. This one felt, I mean, aside from the terrifying turbulence, this one felt good all the way around. Except for the fact that this jet wants to roll at this at the show site. So the onset of my roll was extremely fast, at the top. But, yeah, we were matched altitudes and airspeeds, but then come back down, I was a little bit low, so started calling, and you were calling matches, so I think we ended up crossing 2 right, and we started 1 right, so not too bad given the wind factor, because I was calling airspeeds like a doofus, so I'll fix that for next time. Glad to be here. Gonna give myself a B-.
Yeah, I was struggling a little bit with speed in the last 2 miles inbound, but managed to collect it, and up the hill was fine. I did not roll as fast as you did, and realized it a little late, so brought in some extra pull and managed to meet you, and then at least based on the numbers that I was getting from you, was just right with you the entire way through. So yeah, 1 right to 2 right. It's not too bad. I think there was a point within the last like half mile where I was like, oh, you know what? I probably need to bring in a little extra power. And I could even kind of feel anticipating that, even though I was saying that I was on time, which I was. But I just figured you maybe would pick up speed, or I don't know. There was just like, I kind of anticipated that it was going to be late, and it was. So could have anticipated that better, but overall, this is a B.
On to the inverted takeover.
Invert tug roll. So I didn't think about behind crowd like parallel headings, so I overcooked that and had to bring it back out. But the lineup actually was pretty standard for the way we normally go into this, if a little high. But it was pointed way outboard relative to center point, because I think I was queuing off of that radome instead of the actual center point, and so that threw me off for this maneuver and at least one other maneuver. So that wasn't ideal. So we were pretty far outboard, but I got inverted and was pretty stable, especially given the conditions. And the big thing was the safety here. So you did actually get a beam and ahead of me, which is where you're supposed to be, but then I guess I didn't ease as much pull as you did or something, because you fell in below me. Or maybe there was a gust, and then I just completely lost sight of you from that point on. And I should have rolled left, cleared behind crowd like we briefed for safety. So that's a big safety. I'll fix that for next time. Glad you're here.
My rejoin for this was like one of the best I've ever done. It was really sick. I was with you by the time you finished rolling out, which was
Nice.
awesome. The roll through caught me off, and this is my first time flying Forma the whole day, so like it was a party. I just kept it nice and clear. We rolled out, and I had a ginormous gust that just like chucked me underneath your aircraft. So I had to climb back up into position before the roll in. Rolled in was pretty good, and we were nice and stable. I just couldn't find the crowd. And then
Probably look for the control tower.
Yeah. And then was in the right spot with you, and then just got a little close before we came in, and you could see that gust right there, right
Oh,
at
that's
center
what it
point.
was.
Look at this.
Okay.
Gust up, and then I, let the nose
You-
drop to try and get it back into. Yeah, it was
Yeah, it
nasty.
didn't look like you did anything with your inputs there.
Nope. Just. Yeah, I'm trying to adjust for it, but yeah. Anywho, yeah, the clear were nicely timed, and the roll behind crowd was nice. Like, honestly, it's just a pretty decent version of this. I'm gonna give myself a B-.
All right, section alpha. So better lineup, better roll in. I had to roll out really slow because I think I gave myself a little bit too much of that and didn't account for the headwind. And then we got into the high alpha regime with like, I remember thinking about it. I was like, man, we got 2.5 miles in this stupid condition. And sometimes on last couple of shows, I've been like maybe a mile total before center point by the time we get into it. So I was like, this is annoying that we're going to be in this regime for a long time. And then it was just super unstable. And eventually I like was gaining 1,000 feet per minute, so I eased some power, not a ton, but just a little crack of power to try and bring that under control, and then it just like the bottom fell out of it, and so I called it off. So safety, I'll fix that one for next time. I think that was predictable, and we should have just flown a flat pass. Like the turn in, and as we were slowing down, I could already tell it was going to be a really difficult maneuver to do, and I should have just anticipated that and called a safer maneuver, and I chose not to, which was dangerous. Fix my safety. I'm glad to be here.
This is the hardest thing I've ever done in an aircraft. Like, you know, because it's bouncing you around a ton, and I'm like, I maintain my normal spacing on this one, because getting further out actually makes it harder to stay with you.
Yep.
So, you know, I stuck to the safer spacing, but like, we could see my inputs. Like, normally when we're flying, just for reference, I'm gonna keep trying reference, but like normally when we're flying stuff, like, you know, when we're flying form and stuff, like, today's an exception because of how the texture was, but like normally you barely see any movement of the stick. But like, in this maneuver, I am all over the shop. Like, look at this nonsense down here. Like, look at how much, like, I'm like 25% deflection in all directions for most of this maneuver. And the throttle is all over the place. So this was a party. I was wondering if you were going to have to knock it off, because like once we had this climb, I was like, he's going to cut the power, and then we're going to have to bring in like military to get back into like level flight. And as we started to drop, you knocked it off, and so I just pushed the power up and exited the maneuver. I think that was the right call. I think that's what we briefed. Once we get into it, like if you call knock it off, we just essentially do our normal exit.
I don't want to do my climb because if I'm dangerous, I
Yeah.
think the only other difference would be that if I would clear behind crowd, like just roll and pull to get out.
That's
of your
probably
way.
more dangerous.
But because it's a low speed maneuver, I don't think that's smart. So I basically just waited for you to get out ahead of me,
Yep.
and then I brought in more power.
I don't know. I'm gonna give myself a B. I think I did good with that maneuver, given everything.
I mean, yeah, you handled what was given to you quite well.
All right. So the yabba dabba doo, the thing, the what is it?
The Wander.
The Wander.
I didn't remember the word of it when we were doing
Dude,
it.
my brain was so fried at this point. So yeah, my -2 was a good angle for this. 3 miles felt like it took a while to get to, but then we were coming around the corner and like I have no idea. The plus or minus 15. I mean, it's so hard to call speeds and like determine what power setting you're supposed to have. So that was a party. We rolled out nice and low and very fast, and just yeah, I mean, this was just hard to call, but yeah, but I don't know. The maneuver was good, well timed. Yeah, you pulling around the corner was good. All in all, I don't know. I'm still gonna give myself a B- on this one because I think I could have adjusted a little bit better to the conditions, but all in all, it was a pretty good maneuver.
Yeah, a little overroll when we were rolling out, so I had to correct back out away from you. It was difficult to stay abeam and without climbing or descending, getting too much PIO, but honestly, this looks like the PIO I would have had just naturally about 2 years ago, so overall I think this is a B.
Delta roll. Yeah, that tailwind blew us a little bit further out than I expected, hence why I brought in a little bit of extra pull right there at the end. Just trying to figure out what speeds we were doing as we went up the hill. And then I was just like, okay, I'm just going to commit to just locking down the controls, and my jet will do whatever my jet does, and he'll have to figure it out. So that's what I did. Just committed to the roll, and we are so far behind crowd for this. It's not even funny.
Oh, wow.
So I need to recalculate when we start doing that roll. And I think part of it has to do with the winds higher, but I'll figure that out for next time. But that being said, it was a safe maneuver. So I'm gonna give myself a D, just so I go and fix it.
Yeah. I don't really have a lot to say about this. I was very
You're a little
loose
quiet.
in formation. I was very, Jesus, like literally touching my lip before, and I just had to change where it was touching my lip, I guess. Yeah, I was pretty loose, but I stayed within 50 feet of you in the entire roll and was basically in plane. I made some good adjustments that meant that I didn't fall out further, which I would have probably done previously. I was a little more banked than you, but I was able to hold on to it. And yeah, I didn't get any crazy PIO until later, so I'm going to call this one a B.
Hey, nice. Alright, so the Fleur-de-Lis, forgot the name of this one too. Made some nice adjustments coming into the box. We were pretty low, and that was terrifying given the turbulence that we had, but to be honest, this is on altitude. You're supposed to be entering at 250 feet. So it was on altitude, and by the time we did the hit, we're on speed. So honestly, this was pretty good. My break was a little bit early, and my rolls for everything were early as well. I'll fix those for next time. We'll cut it off there for now.
Yeah, the Fleur-de-Lis, honestly, the turn was the best form I flew all night. And the rollout was good. The altitude warning was a little spooky because I have it set for 150 and I heard it go off. But I was watching you and I was like, if I die, I'll just be mad at him from hell. Yeah, there was some texture that was hard to stay, on altitude with you, Abeam. And the comeback right was no fun, but I caught it. So overall, this is probably another B.
Yeah, coming around the back of the maneuver was good. That wind, the tailwind, still was very weird. It felt very different because with it gusting as high as it was, like I was expecting 5 knots with the gusts affecting the aircraft, but I wasn't expecting it to affect the airspeed as much. I don't know why, but my brain just didn't calculate that as much, so we ended up with a weird angle coming over the top. But yeah, the rolls over the top were good. Kept us with enough airspeed for some maneuverability. Dropped you off at the right point. I think from this point on, it's a B.
This is a B. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I did feel like our airspeeds were slower than I was expecting on the turn behind crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But then, once we were getting in, I was like, oh man, this texture is going to be hard to deal with, and I'm nervous about getting too close. But I got tucked in there, and I was like, this is basically normal show conditions,
Nice.
location of where I want to be. And I stayed more or less. The rollout caught me a little bit, but not too bad. Honestly, this is pretty average for what I'm looking for in most shows. So
Good.
no further notes.
On to you for the
Right. Loop across. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So setup was okay. I didn't have a chance to scout this show, which is one of the reasons why this turn and the inbound was so bad. We had a lot of outboard to inboard, and we were very low because I was trying to fix that and stop paying attention to my altitude, which is a problem. We also went up the hill late, so I brought in some extra pull. I didn't add extra pull quickly, so I don't think that's what did it when you got yanked in the middle of this. It was just I brought pull smoothly all the way up to 3.5, and I normally go to just 3.2. We did stall over the top. I think that was because of throttle setting, because we were doing 460 into the box, and usually I'm aiming for 450, and so I probably pulled some power out, which I had called. But yeah, we were just a little bit left of center point, but actually much closer than I was anticipating given the way things were shaping up. And honestly, I think setting up outboard to inboard actually fixed some things, so I was not as far inboard as sometimes can happen. So I'm going to correct one way or another. I think outboard to inboard is good for the setup because of the shape of the geometry. My outbound speeds were decent. Yeah, I know you called, like, are you doing ground speeds? And I was. Just so you know, if it felt like you were all over the place, I don't know what to tell you, but I was flying
Nope,
ground
that
speeds.
wasn't it. I was just making sure that I wasn't crazy.
No. Inbound speeds weren't quite as consistent, and so that's probably why you were late. So this is probably a C minus all told.
Yeah, this is another major safety of mine, so it's an F, but the rejoin was fine. The rollout, I got dropped a little below you, so just kind of hung out there until it was safe to come back up. Up the hill, everything was going great. Done this a million times, and everything was doing fine, and I didn't touch my controls, and suddenly the jet just launched above you. And this, my friends, is why we fly well clear. It's because that moment right here, that would have been death if we don't fly clear. But this is why we fly the formation that we do, because this cookie cutter right there, that is why we fly well clear. Because if stuff like this happens, it can get that close, but nobody dies. So, good to know I'm in the right spot.
Yep.
So just dropped down a little bit low and just kind of eased it back in over the top, and whatever.
Dude,
here are.
I saw you in my mirrors, and it was horrifying.
I was worried that DCS was going to kill us.
I was worried too. This is like when I said "woo."
Yeah.
It was because I lost you in the mirror. You went above where I could see, and I was like, I don't know what DCS is about to do. Maybe it just completely frapped out.
I was like, don't freak out. If you do anything crazy, DCS is going to kill us both. From that point on, we leveled out. I leveled out extremely high. So I think I shallowed out my angle a little bit too much compared to you. But it got back down to 1,000 by the time we went up the hill. I was late to the vertical, so brought in some extra torque and was early to the horizon, but then matched your ladder calls. And then I was behind you to start the inbounds, then fixed it and was on speed, and then for some reason I was matching your distance calls and your speed calls exactly. But that led to me being a quarter mile late, so I don't know what to make of that. I'll fix my safety for next time, which is to not fly with great turbulence, and I'm glad to be here.
Alright, the Delta breakout. I don't have a lot to say about this one. I'm trying to keep the turn pretty consistent. I didn't quite get the parallax between the radome and the center point correct, so that was off, and then I rolled out slowly, and so we overshot that rollout. So we were set up right to left, and then we rolled out left, and so this is going to be pretty off as far as center point is considered. Roll the pole, once we got there, I was more or less right, so this is probably a C.
I got to do the overhead rejoin for the first time in a hot minute, which was nice because I had all that extra smash from trying to catch you up to center point. So yeah, just kind of floated it on the bearing line and rejoined, and the jet wanted to keep rolling left into you with the turbulence, which was a party. If you take a look, you'll see I'm all over the place trying to keep the thing out of you. It was really fun. And then I had dude, the turbulence.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to keep it neutral, but it was really hard. It didn't quite match your pull rate, which is crazy because I was at 3G by the time I hit the angle. And then, yeah, clear was fine.
Should check that.
I'm gonna give myself a B- on that one. Not stoked about it. Yeah. I'll move on to the Delta breakout. Yeah, turning around the corner, I was really struggling to mark the field and then realized that my reference point was way inbound, so had us roll out at a 45 to to the field, and then we had to turn back over when we leveled out about midfield, and so that was a party. Yeah, pitched up at center point, hit a big gust halfway through my turn, which pitched me up a good 200 feet. Rolled out 030, and then just the jet wouldn't slow down. So I had to wait until 300, which was at my turn-in point. So just turned the jet in and just started making for the runway and had tons of angle. Landed well though. Man, so much could have been fixed about that. That's a D. I'll try to get the field better next time. I'm glad to be here.
Yep. Thanks. Yeah, my rejoin was, I set the angle up wrong. It was just a little acute, or little, not acute, whatever. It just wasn't quite the right angle. I needed to set up a more aggressive angle for that turn in, so it just took a little bit of time to get in. Perfectly safe though, and plenty of time. There was some gusty stuff in the turning, which was a lot of fun. You can't see my inputs, but it is wild.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that one was real exciting. The come right 45 degrees before we crossed over. Like I had no essay at that point, but then when I saw you rolling out, and then I saw where the field was, I was like, "Whoa, this got exciting." And yeah, and then the other thing I was thinking about is you're like rolling out 030, and I'm glad you said it when I was still in a turn, because I was going to come to like 010, because the runway heading is like, it's 35, so if you want to get like a 15 or 20 degree offset, it's like 015 maybe. And so when you said 030, I was like, oh boy, we're going to be wide. And we were. It was kind of fun to try to like manage the angle, because I had to also be behind you. And yeah, with all the gusty stuff on final was
Yeah, final was a party.
because normally I fly the AOA indexer with my throttle, but with the gusts, I don't know. There was a lot going on. I don't know. This probably some level like a B- or something.
All right. Taxi. I don't really have any notes for. Felt decent.
I locked my tail wheel on the turn to park the
Classic.
twice.
Classic.
So that was quite bad. And honestly, I don't know why. Like, I was really slow. Maybe I turned it all the way and I wasn't going fast enough to actually like get it to bite. I don't know why, but.
Oh, I had to fix my angle because I was off. Okay, let's go on
I
some
just
tape.
completely overshot my little dude.
Yeah, the sad part was that the dudes were in the shadow, so it's really hard to see them.
Yeah, they were hard to see.
Alright. Set up custom 2. Oh, that was some of the hardest flying I have done in DCS.
Flying choppy texture stuff is no bueno.
Choppy texture stuff when you're just by yourself is no bueno, but the form on top of it. Yeah, that was a lot. The thing is that like the Blue Angels, when they're flying form and they get that texture, like most of the formation will get it. Not all of it, but like parts of it,
Yeah.
Like, because it's texture in the air. So like.
Well, I mean, it's just because the texture is on client side of DCS. I'm 90% sure. I don't know that for like I've never heard which way, and I don't honestly know that people care enough to.
You're quiet again. Sorry.
I swear, man, it moves like a fraction of an inch from my lip, and suddenly no one can hear me. Yeah, I don't think anybody actually knows. I mean, I'm sure ED knows, but people out there on the internet, because they never fly with turbulence at all. But I'm like 90% sure it's client side.
No, I'm pretty sure it's client side too. Which, like, when it's under a knot, or around, like, under 3 knots, it's kind of fun and challenging. At this level, it's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go find my dudes. Here they are. This is the crowd. This is where they'd be.
Right up against the wall there.
Yep.
Because I measured it. It was like 1,200 feet from
Yeah,
that spot.
1,200 feet. That's
Which is
exactly
as close
right.
as you can
That's
get.
as close
yeah.
as you are allowed to be.
So they probably would have it over by the, like, have the actual crowd over by the terminal, but
Yeah.
no matter.
Just happened. My phone just buzzed, but it won't tell me why. Ah.
Hmm?
So the funny thing is that the Russian flags that are flying over this airfield...
There's Syrian flags?
No, there are some Russian flags as well.
Oh, interesting.
But the Syrian flags don't actually wave.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
The Russian flags do.
Oh, that's because, yeah, I think the Russian flags are the only flags that do wave at DCS. At least that are a part of the map.
I wonder why. Sorry.
Skull, ba, ba, da, ba,
Yep.
da, 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 da,
In
da.
cockpit 100, helmet 0. There we go.
Skade Nost. I
Also,
don't
the
know,
runway
actually, know
felt
what it was.
narrower than many, but maybe that's just me.
Could be. I don't know. Runway width varies quite a bit.
Here we go. Oh. My Moza is still on.
Huh?
Let's turn that off. It was vibrating because it's still getting telemetry.
Yep.
Which is cool, but also really weird. Which means it would probably would have started moving with the turbulence.
Probably would have, yeah.
It's off now. That wind wing thing. Stupid.
Oh my gosh. It is stupid, or was stupid. I completely agree.
I think you still have right can, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you still have right can, according to what I received. Alright. Alright, let's see if you can even tell the texture. Yeah, you can. All the wobbly.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I could see it from outside of your jet, like flying next to you. And not just because it was moving relative to me, but like you could see.
Yeah, 2 left. Thought so. Good altitude, though. It felt like a good setup. Yeah. Like, there were a lot of aspects of the show that were really good, and that was a trash setup for me. It's nice to have the roll authority that we had here.
Mm-hmm. Altitude's alright.
Oh, it's pretty good. I'd like to have been a little bit more curved and less flat by the time we did the maneuver, so that's on me. was nice to be able to do some snappy rolls and watch this. Yeah, it's going to be behind this tree. There he goes. That overshoot was a little scary.
That was far from the scariest overshoot I've ever done.
Oh, I know. It's just because of all the texture, like, I didn't know whether you were going to get knocked into me or anything. Oh, dude. Flying form was just riding the bucking Bronco the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, usually I have to push so much, but here, not at all.
Well, I noticed that if I just let my stick,
Uh-huh.
like, didn't touch it, like when I was flying lead, if I was just like steadied up on some heading or whatever, jeez, it would tend to, like, the nose would just climb over time. Yeah, a little behind.
You're doing the best you can. I think he just got off a little bit with my heading.
I was,
Just
yeah, the
compounded.
heading, so it just continues to get worse and worse, yeah.
Good timing on the roll. Go, MRT. Fortunately, I didn't have any, like, hard pitch overs during this.
Oh, yeah.
Terrifying. Yeah, it's a good one. Not quite as flashy as the one with Captain Mr. Calm, but
It's alright, though.
it's funny you call that that's late, but, like, for most sixes, and especially this year, poor guy, he's gonna have no time to work out how to, like, to get that timing right. But he's got a lot of time where where all of the critique is going to be looking directly at him. So, in a way, he's going to have more feedback than a 6 has had in a long time.
When is 5 gonna show up?
I don't know. He's got some sort of paternity leave deal right now.
I mean, good for him.
Oh, we both.
Oh man, I missed it. I was looking at my other screen. What happened?
Yeah. We both very much low.
Ooh, good altitude.
Yeah, we both very much low turned.
Oh, yeah.
roll.
I didn't yug quite as much as I normally do. Probably overrolled it too.
This was an awful rollout. It's supposed to be snappy. Just parked it. Alright, time for the horizontal rolls. I ended up with a lot more horizontal spacing than I anticipated most of the time. I was just too worried about getting too close. We had lots of control authority around here, but didn't feel too on the nose, which is nice.
I think that's a function of the way the DCS interprets temperature and altitude density.
Yeah. Be nice if they added dew point in as a factor.
Yeah. Agreed. Though that would require... Ooh, look at that. Yeah, a little bouncy.
Oh!
Hold you.
That was real close.
Uh-huh.
Borderline. That would have made the safety officer nervous.
And rightly so.
Nice. job. Solid. We don't talk about Bruno.
No, no, no.
Oh, 4 point. Over bank. Like nobody's business. Vertical pitch. This was really hard. The vertical pitch, trying to figure out everything. Like, look at how
Yeah.
wobbly the jet was. I felt like I was going fast when you were higher than I was.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know why that happened. It's definitely speed related, but I don't know why.
One right to one right. Pretty solid translation.
No, not too bad.
Alright. You're not going to see this rejoin, but it was awesome.
Huh.
It was
Oh my
really,
gosh.
really cool.
Roger. Performing the musette. The
Time for the inverted tug of roll. Want to see this rollout? This is weird. I'm like right in the right spot, right? And then you start to roll out and
Whoa. Yeah.
It's like, okay, get there. Like, we got pretty well stabilized. I just couldn't find the crowd. I'm gonna be ahead this whole time.
That's me. I was just trying to get some lateral spacing because I couldn't see you.
Yeah. Alright. Rolling on to the most dangerous high alpha we've ever done in our lives.
Indeed.
Here we go. End of the set. This was so terrifying. Look at how much your jet's moving.
Yep. Oh. I remember that one.
Yep.
Because it wanted to roll into you.
Yep. We're high. Which is safe, so I'm not complaining. I think this is the most I've moved the stick in this maneuver. Like, I was all over the place. There's that climb, and then the drop, and the wave off. Must be hard to chase me around the corner given without the altitude separation.
It was alright. I just was meant that I was so much slower than I would normally be.
Coming around for the... Oh, dude. That wasn't even your fault.
That was definitely a gust.
Just got
Same
your,
thing as what happened to you on the
Yeah.
inverted.
just got your plane off. It's so hard to, like, when you're on the wrong plane to lead, it's so hard to get it back. Look at those gusts. Oh, you're getting there!
It was bad. It looks worse because of the replay thing. But
Yeah.
it was definitely. It felt like that. Like this is my emotional state.
I love how calm and collected everything looks until we get into formation.
Yeah.
Alright, Delta roll time. Dude, nice job.
This was great. Like yep.
Honestly, really good.
I was a little wide relative to where I normally try to be, but other than that, the wide a little sucked. But I've seen some pictures of Blue Angels, like when they're just like cruising around, like for photo ops
they're,
and
like,
stuff.
out
Like
there.
that's basically their set right there. It's like a very comfortable set.
Yep. If you go look at their, pitch up brakes right now, like, they're out there. Dude, you are absolutely just riding it out there abreast. You're just all over the place. There's nothing you can do.
That was the thing about the turn for the fleur-de-lis. Like there weren't any bumps. I was like, I kept anticipating there to be bumps.
Sudden windsock.
That's why I don't like getting rid of those things, because they don't even look very good.
Hey, this looks good.
Yeah, this was really good. Like, this is exactly where I normally try to be. Maybe a little tucked in there.
And also, like, my entry angle looked good, too. Because, like, that's what you want.
Yeah, the jet racked over like that.
Yep. I mean, they don't do that these days. They come in on show line.
On show line, yeah.
Because it's safer. But back in the day, back in when they used to fly the Legacy Hornet and things were a lot less safe.
But way more cool.
Nope. Not how that works. It's not the most dangerous thing in the world. It's just there is a tendency for 5 to forget where the crowd is and come across crowd line doing that, and that is dangerous. So
Yeah,
safer for them to go out.
And when they're flying in that close formation and that fast, like
way safer for them to just go out and get on show line and just avoid the crowd altogether.
Oh boy. I feel for you, man.
I was gonna get into like standard blues set, but the texture did not let me. And here it comes.
Jeez.
Like that wasn't your jet moving, that was my jet moving. That wasn't desync or anything, that was texture. Once you get above 2,700 feet, there is no texture anymore. I wonder I shallowed out. It broke a little early. Alright. Good altitudes. Far enough, far enough. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Wait for the rejoin.
Nice. It's gotta be fun.
It is. You get to do the coolest one in the show, though, when you get it right. The rejoin for
Oh yeah, the ending one.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
Woof. Thank you for not coming back left. I appreciate
I had
that.
just the shallowest bank to see if I
Oh,
could catch
there's
it.
another one.
Jeez. The reason why you could never get there is because you just barely, I think partly because of that, maybe because of a radio thing, missed the like onset of it. And so you're just having to catch me after that the entire way through that pull. There's just not a lot you can do about it at that point.
This was the worst setup for a pitch up break that I've done in a while. Look at that. They're screaming it. Look at this. This is stupid. They've rolled out late before, but not that late. I was trying to do the math. We should have rolled out 017. But I was like, I can't do the math, and I'm approaching the angle, so I don't want to overshoot and have us be shallow.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna roll us out, and we'll be wide, and that'll be life. All right, let's go mic cam this thing. Mike, it's great to have you back on the field. Filming for all of us plebs who like to watch the Blue Angels do the same thing for 2 weeks. Once they start doing over the field stuff, that's when it gets fun. But it is interesting to watch them grow. They are getting to the squirrel cage with the full formation a lot faster than last year. That's great. The new boss is a lot more comfortable than he was. Or rather, the old boss is a lot more comfortable than he was when he was a new boss. Is it normal for runways to have crowns like this?
They can, yeah.
Whew, floated it.
There's a runway up here in Michigan called Oceana that has, it's kind of a bowl shape, like the middle of it is the lowest point.
Oh, this one's reversed.
Yep, yeah. That's actually more common because they tend to be on the tops of very, very shallow hills.
Well, Marianas has some bowls. Wide. Bummer. Alright.
You know, I think if we put our center wheels right on those lines, we'll be pretty close.
I think it might be a little bit of overlap there. If we do that. But, alright.
This is going to be funny.
I'm gonna go all the way down to Bravo. So there's not really gonna be an easy way to watch this. But I get to be inside the building. So I guess, I don't know. We'll just do this. Kinda. Should work. Good taxi. Solid
Wait for
taxi.
it. Wait for it. And yep, locked them up. Look at that. I tried to fix it, didn't do it.
I overshot too. determined not to lock mine up. But sometimes that means I overshoot.
Well, once it starts to roll, you can usually put in full deflection as long as you don't do it too quick.
Yeah. Alright. That was a show. We did
Was
decently,
indeed.
given the wild
Yeah.
turbulence.
I don't know that we're going to have quite that much turbulence in the future, but
Nope.
in all likelihood, we'll have some.
We'll keep a little
If
bit in,
it's
but not that much.
actually turbulent conditions IRL.
Apparently this is now yellow. Cool. Alright folks, that's gonna be it for us, but